Today we're going to be rating AI-generated Magic the Gathering cards. Let's see how crazy they can get today. Starting with Zombie. This is the Land Nightmare. Exile target frog. You have 3 or more cards in more than one booster you have. Immediately does not make any sense whatsoever. Again, Darren, I wrote quickly, main for this. My god, this is not doable. It is loaded with the Mind Fudge. We have Mind Fudge all over this card, and for that, I say this is a complete loser. How do you even exile target frog? Well, like when it enters the battlefield, am I constantly exiling frogs? Moving up, we've got Ite Ali Ari, Runic Noble. This is a 4-mana Joak, 3/4 legendary creature. It's got Undying, which I think is a very suspicious ability to have on a Jeskai card. Whenever an instant or sorcery spell deals damage, exile it. It works! It works! It's real! We got Will Anderson says, print it immediately. Why not? This is the high point of today's show, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a legitimately real card. Very doable. Mark Rosewater would be proud. Sure, give Undying to Jeskai. You know what? It's new flavor. They're just going to adjust the color palette just by a little bit. Graveyard Hate. Yeah, in some senses, yes. So if you come at Lightning Bolt me, whenever an instant or sorcery spell deals damage, oh, it's not even me. It could be even to a creature. You Lightning Helix, Lightning Bolt, you do anything, that spell's getting exiled. It's also unique. You don't have cards like this. It's actually incredibly original. I'm actually proud of the AI. AI is going to take over the world for these reasons. Doesn't work because it will have left the stack by the time this ability resolves. Come on, old boy. We don't need party poopers over here. We got really excited over this thing. We're going to make it work. Whenever instant sorcery spell deals damage, exile. I can see it working. I decree that this card is doable. Okay, next up we got Weak. Not strong, apparently. For 1 blue instant. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a green creature, exile Weak. It does absolutely nothing. So, as an additional cost, I have to sack my creature, and all I do is exile the card itself. It does nothing, and it kept its promise. Just like Wasteland. It's very weak. It's way below what's normally weak. It certainly is as named. You know, it's got a reputation to maintain. I guess this is the green creature over here. Come over here. You're about to be sacrificed. And in exchange, I'm going to exile myself at the same time. It lives up to its name. Not even Ketramos colors. Oh yeah, I guess like with Ketramos, you could at the very least, get something exiled, draw a card out of this. Jasper says it's busted. Okay, I guess it's a card you have to build around. I don't even know what you would do with this thing. Unless you had another card that says you can play cards from exile. No, that wouldn't even work. You need to keep sacrificing green cards. Awful. Now, it is doable. Let's not get us wrong. You could print this card. It's not illegal. It's not illegal. It didn't do anything against the rules, and it's completely intelligible. Probably breakable with random green card with death trigger. There's better ways to break a card like this. Or break a green creature you have to sacrifice. Okay, it's Brograde, Poet of Wild, the 3-mana 2/4 Goblin Druid. It's got Biomoon. At the beginning of your upkeep, pay 2 life. Whenever you cast a spell with no cards in your graveyard, put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. Okay, it's interesting. So the first spell you play in a turn, or if you got Rest in Peace in play, your graveyard is empty. You get to boost up your creature. Then for 2 mana, we can Betrace Down. I guess that's something. We also have, 7, 9 mana. Monstrosity 3. That's really expensive. Monstrosity is you pay the cost, you get to put 3 +1/+1 counters on the card. And then for a blue tap, until end of turn, target creature with power, get +1/+1 until end of turn. A little bit of a grammatical break over there. Which reminds me that we do have, of course, usually a bingo card associated with these shows now, don't we? my coffee crew. Where's the AI bingo card though? Let's. Is it this one? Here. Okay, we have a new bingo card that we're gonna use. Okay, got it. Okay, but does it hit anything? This is the bingo card we couldn't even get a single bingo on last time. It's bingo difficulty. I want to say 1000. Card contradicts itself, has the flips. You know, you keep an eye out, and we have to make some bingos here. Oh, was there an undying card? Undying. Do we have something like that? I don't remember. It definitely don't. Is there a grammar spot on here though? It don't grammar. You got it. It didn't grammar, and it did it perfectly. Okay, excellent, my coffee crew. You know what you're doing. And you know what? Honestly, I don't even know what it Betrays Down is, or Biomoon. So we're just going to disqualify it in advance. It is making up rules, isn't it? All right, moving on. Caretain the Trickster. This is a red sorcery. Exile target non-land permanent. If the spell was kicked, instead search your library for a creature card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Wow! 3 mana, search your deck, put it onto the battlefield. It's danger. It absolutely a danger. Okay, so that hits the It Danger slot over there in the middle, which is usually free. Sometimes we don't even have an It Danger card in the show. It's crazy. It's one-shot. It's not even just show and tell. It's a one-sided show and tell that lets you tutor your deck. It's a 3-mana bribery. No, it's not even bribery. Sorry. Bribery steals from your opponent's cards. Steve Cooper says, bingo alert. The first card is a land that doesn't tap for mana. I think. Oh, was that on here? Land doesn't tap for mana. You are absolutely correct. That land, all it did was target Frog. 3 mana, put Emrakul on the battlefield. Sheelan, Emrakul is banned in a lot of multiplayer formats. Or I would say banned in the formats that this card generally would see play. What is the first half? Exile target non-land permanent. That is wild. So I mean, like, the both halves are crazy. It's like 1 mana removal spell at exile. Exile anything, artifacts, enchantments, planeswalkers, creatures, the whole smorgasbord. And then, like, if you get up to 3 mana, you just put some unstoppable threat in play. But you know what makes it balanced? You can Caretain the Trickster, somebody else's tutored creature, with Caretain the Trickster. I think that's how they did it. 1 mana, exile, non-land permanent, also a danger. Yeah. No, I mean, the card has to protect itself from other people's future cards. Anyway, amazingly designed, too broken. Way too broken. We got Aura of Storms. This is a 6 mana sorcery. Choose a non-land card name. Search. What? Choose a non-land card name. Search target opponent's graveyard, hand, land. Search their land or planeswalker cards from all cards and put Poot onto the battlefield tapped under their control. Then they shuffle. You got to put Poot on there. Get Poot. What's Poot? Put Poot onto the battlefield? I guess we might find out what Poot is somewhere later in the show. They always show the lore later. Hold on, I think I got my music screwed up a little bit. Okay, does the music sound good? I can't tell if the music's too loud or too quiet. The aura of storms is a fart. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, it is. Well, I mean, it's gas. You could say the galaxy is a fart, you know? Poot, 2036 keyword. I think Poot is like a token. Put Poot onto the battlefield. Thanks so much, Jasper's Reb. I appreciate it. I need that feedback. Putting Poot. AI gave up halfway. Well, that's not on the bingo card. Did we have that on the bingo card? This is a new bingo card. No, we don't have that. We're going to figure it out, though. I never played Magic in my life, but the AI has drawn me here. Okay, next up, let's take... Well, anyway, the card is worthless. We don't even know what it does. We don't even know what Poot is. Okay, next up, we've got Krark, Spelt's Fox, Pilu's Igor Valiance. It's a blue 0/1 crocodile. It's got flying and dog. That is some weird looking dog. It's a dog crocodile. You can see the face. The face is dog. The back half is more crocodile. What's the dog doing? It's flying. That's exactly what it's doing. Votes for flying. All right. Do we have a votes thing over here? AI does nothing. No. Yeah, it's a crocodile. Definitely voted for flying. Amazing art, terrible card. Dog ability is the best ability. Wait until we get the cat keyword. Should say is a dog in addition to its other types. You're not wrong, Will. You're not wrong. There's also a fox. I don't see any fox here. Flying dog. Is this a never-ending story? This must be some parallel to It's Raining Cats and Dogs. If you want to know where the dogs came from in the first place, you look at Clark. Clark was just minding its own business, and then all of a sudden it started raining and fell out of the sky. Fox is in the card name? Oh yeah, Spelt's fox. Hey, look, you can be called a fox. Doesn't mean you are a fox, but you can call yourself a fox, no problem. I'm a fan of the art. It's pretty cool stuff. The title is very Yu-Gi-Oh. I would know, but I guess it makes sense, especially since it's all very scrunched up in there. Okay, our cosplaying crocodile, fox dog, it's legal, and honestly, it's so not good that we can say that it totally passes all tests. It's basically like it's some weird hybrid between a Memnite and a Ornithopter of some sort. And oh yeah, it's the Unfinity logo. You're right, Jasper's Rab. Funny stuff. Okay, next up, we got the Twin Glowshet. It is a 5-mana ally plains enchantment. Creatures you control get +2/+2 and have tap, gain, add green, and storm? How does that work? They had green, and storm. But it's useless at that point, I think. The moment that it has storm on the battlefield, it's no point. I don't know. Like, I think it's just a regular card. The storm part is just useless. It has a storm ability, but it needs to be on the stack for it to matter. And you don't control the creature until it's in play. So, I mean, it's actually... I think it does nothing. I'm not going to say it does nothing. It's a huge lord effect. So it's an anthem, huge anthem. And all your creatures add double green from now on. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think a lot of people would like to play this type of card. I mean, imagine your tokens. A token deck all of a sudden has this gigantic army that can ramp out every Eldrazi single-handedly. Does the 4 mean it takes 4 green? Actually, that's a really good question. The 4 means it can take any mana, like red, blue, green, black, white, but it definitely needs at least 1 green. So 1 green, 4 of anything else. We call that 4 generic around here. Your abilities now have storm. Well, no, you have like... Well, that doesn't make any sense. Abilities don't have storm. Is there an ability that references creatures' permanents with storm? No, because there are no creatures with storm. This would be the first card to put storm on creatures. Or I guess that's not true. Maybe there's some creature with storm. Actually, I could be dead wrong about that. I'm only familiar with cards with storm because, like, a creature with storm, like, what does that mean? It, like, puts storm tokens, put creature tokens on the battlefield equal to your storm count? Like, I wouldn't know. There are 2 creatures with storm. There are 2 creatures in storm. That means it's possible. It's possible. So maybe there's some other card that will reference creatures with, like, I don't know. Creatures with storm are indestructible. Some of that effect. Okay, there's a dragon with storm. I'm familiar with dragon sorcery. Sorry, sorceries that make dragons with storm. Like Dragon Storm. Okay. Is it legal? Yes. Is it broken? I don't think so. I actually think this is pretty doable. You know what? Send it to the printers. Maybe even make it mythic. This wouldn't work, right? Because it's only a creature when it's on the battlefield. That is correct. So it will get storm on the battlefield, but not upon casting. You only control the thing when it's in play. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's sort of harmless while it's there. What it's really doing, just giving the creatures +2/+2 and the ability to add double green. Next up, we got Ripsawater the Skulker. This is a green 1/2 human spell shaper. It's got flying and fear, which means it can't be blocked except by creature art. It needs to be artifact. Can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and/or black creatures, and they need flying. It's a rare combination. It's got Renown 1. When this creature deals combat damage to a player, if it isn't Renowned, put 2 -1/-1 counters on it and becomes revealed. That doesn't work, does it? And when it becomes Renowned, doesn't it get +1/+1 counters? I swear they're screwing that up. Because it would die. Like, it would put 2 -1/-1 counters on. It only has 2 toughness. It's going to die to its own ability. Yeah, Renown. Die. Get terminated. Have an early retirement by yourself. You unlifed yourself. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not what Renown does. I think there's a bingo card for like the ability being wrong. Ending moves starts too soon. Same as real. Okay, we don't have it. Bingo card. I like that. Contradicts itself. It did contradict itself. Gave itself ability that killed itself by accident. I hit myself in my own confusion. The Ripsawater is confused. Ripsawater tried to use flying and fear, but Renowned 1. It hurt itself in confusion. That's more like reviled than renowned. Yeah, you yourself now. Oh God. All right, it's not a real card. That is not how Renown 1 works. Oh yeah, it has flavor text. Detailed pieces from the ground, the stones infall, the Catastolet from its strategies within a Mouthrung to Cruel's. Okay, it fell off in the end. Banovsky with the super chat. Why Stormcrow doesn't have Storm? Exactly. Life's mysteries. Okay, well, thank you very much for your super chat, Banovsky. And with that, we'll take a look at an extra card at the end of the show. Oh my God! We've got kissing. That's illegal. You can't do that in Magic the Gathering. There's no kissing in the art, in any art on Magic the Gathering. The closest you got is like 2 spirits like touching lips. Okay, it's a 2-mana 3/3 human shaman with menace. Whenever Lever Kiss or another human enters the battlefield under your control, you may have Lever Kiss. That's it? Oh, I guess it's like you may leave her a kiss. Maybe. The best I can. It's a play on words, people. Search your library for a creature card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Is that it? Whenever Lever Kiss or another human enters the battlefield, you may have Lever Kiss. Oh, I think the period is not supposed to be there. You may have Lever Kiss, search your library for a creature card, put onto the battlefield, then shuffle. That's also broken. Yeah, banned immediately. And we have another 2-mana like search library tutor into play card. How many of these can we get? It's a card you can play on Valentine's Day. Yeah, leave her a kiss and then search your library for amazing cards. Banned for PDA, but also for danger. So I kiss my cards? I mean, it's just talking about Lever Kiss, the card itself. Censor that. You would be surprised. I'm surprised what they censor from Wizards of the Coast. They have no people kissing on the cards. How does Lever Kiss determine which card to put on the battlefield? Well, it's not supposed to. In this case, it does. So if you search a human, can you search again? Oh, you mean search for Lever Kiss? I think if you... Wow, that's another combo. So you can Lever Kiss for another Lever Kiss to search for another Lever Kiss for another Lever Kiss for maybe a card that blinks the Lever Kiss, that will blink the Lever Kiss, that will blink the Lever Kiss, that will blink the Lever Kiss. And I mean, you could put your entire deck on the battlefield. It's completely broken. This is maybe arguably one of the more broken cards we've seen ever. Period. Search for a creature card. Yeah, just get like Restoration Angel into Restoration Angel to Restoration Angel. The creature on the left is jealous. Hey, someone's got to be jealous. It just happens. Okay, next up we got Arch Goyle. Is a black-blue 3/3 human spell shaper with trample. Whenever a player discards a card, draw a card. It's incredibly real. Trample whenever a player discards a card. So, hold on. So, Wheel of Fortune would be insane, right? Step 1, play Wheel of Fortune. Step 2, draw, what, 14 cards? That'd be wild. I mean, same thing with, like... No, it doesn't work with Time Twister. We have to discard the cards. There's so many... There are blue discard cards out there, though. You could also discard the card. You could play Windmill. Is that what it's called? Windfall. Windfall is like you discard your hand. Everyone discards hands and then draw cards equal to the highest number or lowest number discard this way. Something like the highest number. So like you everyone like so the highest number was discarded was 5. We draw 5 cards and we draw like another 5 cards. Incredible. Finally, 1 with nothing tech. We did it! We finally broke 1 with nothing. 1 with nothing turns into 1 mana wheel. It turns into 1 mana windfall. A crappy version at that, actually, because it's not even going to count the your 1 with nothing. Any discard outlet wins you the game instantly. How is that possible? Whenever you player discards a card, you draw a card? Not necessarily. I mean, you discard a card, you're going to draw a card, that's it. Still have a lot of work to do. Goes infinite with Psychic Frog. Oh, now I get what you mean. Yeah, oh, so if you have a pay 0, discard a card, you could draw through your entire deck. Ah, I get it. Another broken card. Oh my god, there's so many broken cards today. Yeah, you're right. And you can just keep discarding for Thoracle. It's a beautiful combo to see. Wow, this card's broken too. How many? It's just danger all over the damn place. I thought this was going to be a cool, simple card. I just wanted to put in my 1 with nothing deck, all right? I swear I'm not playing with Thassa's Oracle. I swear. I swear to God, guys. I just want to play with my Archgoyle. So cool. This is going to be one of those cards that's like banned if you play with Thassa's Oracle at the same time. It's a game changer. Is that what that's the term that's called? The game changers? Something to that effect. Thank you very much, Hood, for your super chat. Thanks for the videos. I now have white, black, green, black, red combo. Oh, I think you mean Wooburg. One of the B's is a U for the blue. Okay, we've devious Thassa's user. Okay, next up. Definitely send that thing straight to the rank. 1,000 Holy Junk. It is a 3-mana enchantment for a white. Exile 1,000 Holy Junk. Put it on 1,000 Holy Junk. Does not compute. That doesn't make any sense. It gains, tap. This conspiracy becomes a human fire. Activate only as a sorcery and only once. You know what? Honestly, I think this is just a dumpster fire in itself. Yep, it is junk. It is 1,000 holy junk. We must bless the junk and scrap. You have to fold the card. So to put it on top of itself. This makes sense to somebody. Holy Mother of Junk! This is very clear. Exile the card and put it on itself. Well, you need another one. Do we put it on top of the token of the 1,000 Holy Junk? Well, this card is supposed to be a conspiracy in itself, but I don't think so. Next up, we got the Retaliator Mentor. It is Demir 4 generic, 4/5 Age Predactor. This is for a blue. Target player mills 2 cards. Holy crap. It's fair. Oh, that's all I can say is that it's fair. It's 5 mana. It's a 4/5 creature. It's very underpowered. And on top of that, its ability has absolutely nothing to do with getting damage in. Okay, we send it. We need some opposite thing to the rank. Send it to the printers. A bit weak is understating it. Quadratical. It is crap. This card is absolute garbage. Is it anything on here? Garbage ultimate. Oh no, that's for actual planeswalker. All for nothing. Unspecified. Making up the rules. Destroying players. Absurd mana cost. No. Send it. Yes, send it to the bulk bin. To the bulk bin with the Retaliator Mentor. But at the end of the day, it is doable. Carrion Naga. Carrion Naga is a 6 mana 4/7 cat beast. It's got first strike. It's got at the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 5 or less life, you win the game. It's actually sort of cool. This is not the only cat that does stuff like this. On top of that, if you are, and you have a whole turn to wait for it. I think this is actually perfectly balanced. If you're at anywhere between 1 and 5, no, if you have 5 or less life, so anywhere between 1 to 5 life, pass the turn, your opponents have 1 shot to kill you or kill the Carrion Naga. And if they don't do it, well, it's their fault. You gave them the warning. You put your cat beast on the battlefield, and it will be victorious. Honestly lit. Peak. Yeah, this is peak card design over here. Nice art. Nice design space. And what's really cool is that it's in black. And in black, there's a lot of cards that help you just drain your own life. There's also cards that gain you life, but there's a lot of cards that you have to pay your life. I would just like pay all my life with Necropotence to find these things. Necropotence, Necrodominate, look for it, play it, put the onus on my opponents. The mana cost isn't even that high. You know, you could Dark Ritual this thing out. Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, Cabal Coffers. There's a lot of room to work here. It's a very nice card. Very nice card. Beth Call of Urborg. Speaking of black, we got Urborg apparently. Or the Beth Call of Urborg. This is a 3 mana creature with no power or toughness at all. Where's the power and toughness? Still creature though. Human Soldier. Whenever you mill 6-sided die, scry 1. Well, that's all I needed to hear. The Rages of Vault Foot of Heart follows with Serene Relics. Magic City. How do we mill a die, folks? I guess if you have any dice to remind you of your upkeep and you mill someone, those dice have to go in the graveyard too, all right? Don't forget those dice. That's right, I milled 3 cards. And everything with it goes with this thing. It's from the same universe. Anyway, it doesn't work for multiple reasons. Billions of reasons. Okay, we're going to look at more crazy AI-generated Magic the Gathering cards. Don't change that dial, but we do have to thank our sponsor today, FusionGamingOnline.com. My favorite sponsor, where I buy my Magic the Gathering cards. And there's always a deal of the week every week. 20% off all binder and portfolios. Ah, yes, I love my binder and portfolios to store my Magic the Gathering cards. What cards, you might ask? Oh, there's a Fusion Open! I can't wait to play in that thing. They got Commander Booster Draft, Modern Standard sealed. My April 12th to 13th is locked up, everybody. I'll see you there. Not to mention, you can get Ether Drift cards. They're all revealed, and we all know what the good ones are, so go get them. And if 20% off binders isn't good enough for you, get an additional 5% off, and you use coupon code Nikachu at checkout to get 5% off everything, everything in your order at checkout. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards on Magic Online. You know, I can't buy my paper Magic the Gathering cards until I know they work in the digital realm. I play test on Magic Online. It's like the alternative digital platform to Arena, MTG Arena, and I absolutely will playtest my cards first by running them with Mana Traders. You can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or save 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription using coupon code Nikachu_BKS. And with that, we go back to our crazy AI-generated Magic the Gathering cards. Why couldn't you have power and toughness? Beth Call of Urborg. Oh, you see the dice here, too. He's rolling dice. You know what? Maybe there's some lore here. Maybe Beth Call got milled itself. And if it got milled, then it just never became a creature. It was just a card the entire time. Okay, we got Pathbreaker Devils. This is a 7-mana 4/4 spirit. Whenever Pathbreaker Devils attacks, each opponent chooses a creature, then chooses an opponent. It's a look at it card. Do we have look at it on here, though? Has the flips. Do we have look at it? Making up rules. All for nothing. Deeply voter. Garbage. No, we don't have that. Damn. Every so often, the cards, they just want you to look at it. They choose things for nothing. Yeah, make your choice. So it attacks, choose a creature, then choose an opponent. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Whoa. Whenever this thing attacks, each opponent chooses a creature, then chooses an opponent. I was just wondering, does like the winning vote of where you attack change where this thing attacks? That would be interesting. Whenever you attack, like your opponents get to vote for who is getting attacked. And then if it's a tie, it's you attack whoever you originally attacked in the first place. Yeah, it's time to choose. You got that right. Oh, Elixir, thanks so much for your super chat. Doesn't Dryad Armor, the basic Force template, have 2 people kissing in the background? I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Thanks for letting me know, Elixir. I have a feeling though there is probably no kissing. They just vote so you attack yourself. Well, you can't do that. You're allowed to attack anyone but yourself. There would be like some pretty brokenness if you could attack yourself for any decks that need to get really low on life. Okay, well, does it work? Well, the real question, does it not work? Or the question is, does it not work? And I think the answer is no, it sort of works. When it attacks, each opponent chooses. Well, it's perfectly legal. I think it's just, I think it just reads as a 7-mana 4/4, and that's about it. Yeah, I choose you, Pikachu. Okay, next up. Thirst for Stargates. A 2-mana 1/1 creature with no creature type. Very ambiguous. Where's there we go. Ambiguous. It's got dash for a blue. When Thirst for Stargates enters the battlefield, choose one. Destroy target tree folk. What did the tree folk do to you? Search your library for a card with flanking. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Oh no! What is the biggest creature out there? Someone with Scryfall. There's got to be a busted flanking card. Like, I imagine there's got to be like a 10-mana 8/8 flanking card out there that you can just like put directly onto the battlefield. Which is funny. I am certain that this 10-mana 8/8 flanking card probably is worthless to the world, but now because of this card, it would like jump up from like 50 cents to like $50 because it's like it's a key win condition for the thirst for Stargates decks. 5-mana flanking is the biggest. Oh, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Even when we want to break this card, we can't. This is Stargate Secret Lair card. Gotta get those tree folk too. Well, we can only choose one. You can destroy tree folk if you want to. Tree folk hate. What did the tree folk do to you? I guess it's an Azorius card. Wow, 3/3 is the highest flanking creature. Don't worry, there's going to be better ones in the future. Better and stronger. You can dash it too. So, oh yeah, that's right. Wow, that's amazing. Is this like the first dash creature that has like an ETB, it's like it's a command, it has an ETB ability? Yeah, we can destroy all the tree folks out there. Do we need to attack? I don't even think we need to attack. We could just like dash it and play, just pass. What is dash? You can pay for 1 blue to put the creature in play, and it has haste, but at the end of the turn, you have to put it back into your hand. Whereas if you paid the full retail of 2 mana, it would stay in play. But dash lets you put a creature in play with haste, you smack in for a little bit of damage, and then it gets bounced back to your hand. So what that means is every turn you can dash it in play. Dash it again and again and again. Anti-changeling, that's right, the anti-changeling tech. And deforestation. Very, very rude. All right, I'm actually surprised. All those words, and it didn't trip over itself. Excellent card. And turns out it's not broken because there's not that many flanking cards out there. We've got Ranch Enemy. I guess this is Mario Ranch cosplay. A 6-mana 2/5 Mario. What happened to you, Mario? What happened? Kamek found you and turned you into a bottle of ranch. The kings, they needed to be returned back to their normal form, and now Mario does too. This is Mario 3 all over again. Whenever each opponent sacrifices it, target creature you control gains Death Touch until end of turn. For 2 mana, this creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Why would I want to do that? 2 mana, Ranch Enemy gains first strike until end of turn. So it's just a glorified wall. Whenever each opponent sacrifices, this doesn't make any sense. Target creature you control. Well, the first sentence just blows it out of the water here. This confirms the Mario universe is beyond. Yeah, the flavor text? Okay, let's read the flavor text. Fail outcysts away that bring most that har art as the demonic stouts of Nest Him war from the fail mage. No Faraxa such was a wasted. Dependage pricks Kates. Well, there was nothing deep about that at all. That was just absolutely terrible. Complete trash. It's me, a Mayo. I like that. Okay, disqualified. Terrible card. Ooh, this looks very sinister and evil. We've got Devil Breaker. Is a 3-mana 3/3 cat warrior. When Devil Breaker enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a creature card with lesser mana value. Put onto the battlefield, then tapped, then shuffle. Here's what you may search your. What is with these cards? It's another like tutor a creature onto the battlefield card. It's doing it with bribery. Look, you see all that money over there? It's got the cash. This is a cat. A cat with some business. Votes for Sprout, probably. Big Zai. What are you talking about? Tutor a dork? Hold on. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a creature card with lesser mana value. Oh, okay. This is not as bad. It's still strong. Like, you could look for an Ajani. And this is a cat warrior. So you get an Ajani, which comes with another token. And then when the cat dies, your Ajani flips into a planeswalker. You can only get CMC2 creatures. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. That's what I'm saying. And like some of those creatures, those 2-mana creatures, they come with a creature. This is like a 3-for-1. Absolutely, it's pretty bonkers. 3 mana for 5 mana worth of creatures. Cliff ye open, they burn a listening shamans. Shamans showed shamans brought these creatures. There's real cards that already do this. No way. There's no way that there is a single creature. I don't know. Show me a 3-mana creature that tutors a 2-mana creature onto the battlefield. There might be some cards like that, but put into your hand, but not on the battlefield. There's some cards that it's a 3-mana card and you put a 1-mana card in your hand or a 2-mana card in your hand. Wow, the hand and play are those are two different worlds here. I mean, like, if you put it in your hand, it's safe. If you're not, it's danger, okay? It's completely different. You can get big Tibble. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yes. I mean, you can get that 2-mana. I don't think you're going to be allowed to flip it. You can just get the 2-mana card. Or can you flip it? The Tibble Planeswalker. Okay, next up, we're gonna say. Okay, well, I'm gonna say. Honestly, I just have to say it's broken. This is too much. It's fair for AI generated cards. It can get worse. It can get a hell lot worse. Lambolt Express. Choo choo. It's a 6-mana 2/1 creature. First strike, haste, and magecraft. So whenever you cast or copy an instant or a sorcery spell, it may put an age counter on your Lambolt Express. What does that mean? Do you have to pay like commutative upkeep? Remove 3 age counters from Lamphold Express. Destroy all stickers. Yes! Finally! This is exactly what we need. Stickers was an awful mechanic. They're so bad. Just in case, yeah, the stickers hate. It's finally here. Why couldn't Wizards just make this earlier? It was a simple solution. We needed more. We needed stuff like stickers can't even be on the battlefield, for crying out loud. At 6 mana, it's a steal. 6 mana, plus you still need to get the age counters. The Oath of the Gods are my crows. Us to the Encappers. Oko, Poet of the Hedron. I didn't know Oko had anything to do with Hedrons. Ah, yes, the 6 mana 2/1 that needs to cast 3 spells first. That's right! Look, we need to balance this thing out. We can't be that oppressive against the stickers. The stickers are barely playable now. They're banned everywhere. Are stickers now officially banned in Commander? I think they're banned in Commander. Yeah, the Age of Sticker. Again, a creature with no creature type tutoring onto the battlefield and no creature type seems to be what the AI likes today. It's fashionable to have no creature type. You can be anything you want to be when you... That way, you know what? You can be whatever you want to be when you grow up. It's good to have a blank slate. I like it. I don't even know if you can destroy the stickers. I don't even know if that's allowed. Okay, this is the Never Dragon Fit. If you need a workout partner, you just go find yourself a dragon. It's a 2 mana 2/2 elf soldier flying. When Never Dragon Fit enters the battlefield, target creature can't block this turn. For 5 mana, tap, exile target non-land permanent. Its controller sacrifices a land. That's crazy strong. So for 5 mana, it's funny, it's double white, but they separated it by space. It's a strong card. It's probably doable. 2 mana, enters, just target creature can't block this turn. It has flying itself, probably with the help of the dragon over here. Say it's Zybers. It actually might be the most playable card. It's an elf soldier. So you exile a permanent, and then its controller sacks a land. The elf, not the dragon, is flying. Yes, but of course we know who is riding the dragon, right? The elf is not just magically flying, even though this is Magic the Gathering. I'm sure you just give it flying and it just flies through the air. The flavor text is kind of readable. You are slowly we destroy as long as you learn. The more you learn, the more we destroy. This elf is so buff he can jump high enough that it counts as flying. It's imaginary flying. Especially when you take a picture of yourself while you jump in the air. This elf does nothing but lift. It lifts while it flies. Land hate on the bingo. Ooh, that's a good question. Do we have land hate? Forgot to shuffle. Nikachu votes for D, all for nothing. Unspecified. Insert a sorcery card on the battlefield. 1 card infinite. Absurd mana judge. No, nothing. We got nothing here. Yeah, it's well, this isn't mass land destruction. This is the destruction of one land. You need to, mass land destruction is all the lands get blown up. Everything. The whole kit and caboodle. Okay. Doable. Might even Zybers for some people. Okay, this is the Ein Swine. The Ein Swine. It sounds German to me. Okay, it's 6 mana and enchantment. At the beginning of each end step, create a 2/2 green wolf creature token for each card in your hand. Whoa! So, like, you just have a hand loaded with cards, and you're gonna make a bunch of wolves. Wolves all over the place. I know that's not a wolf, but it's the closest thing I got over here. Ow! 6 mana, though. That's like nothing for this. I mean, let's say you have 7 cards in your hand. That's 14 power. And it's each end step. If you're playing in a 4-player game, you're going to keep making tokens for each player that ends their turn. That's unbelievable. This makes tokens, but it's 6 mana. But green current ramp. Absolutely. Green has no problem here. Mana costs? That's every other color's problem. For green, nothing. One swine, many wolves. You come to chew up on that curse of the swine over here. I eat wolves for breakfast. Das is good. Needs a draw engine, maybe a green-blue deck. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, green has some card draw, too. I can't name any of it, except for, like, I think Greater Good. But I'm sure you'd probably have to use something else. The art depicts the correct amount of wolves. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. I just a quick glance, 33 wolves. That means you have 33 cards in your hand. Or 33 divided by 4 for the amount of turns. And the more cards you have in your hand, the more turns this goes on, the more danger it gets to you. I think this is a really cool card. It's bonkers, says Justin. Imagine having just 4 cards in hand. Against one player, you'd have 10 wolves without the summoning sickness. Against one player, 4 cards in hand? No, you have 8 wolves. At least over a full turn cycle. Create a 2/2 green wolf token for each card in your hand. Yep, absolutely beautiful. Beautiful card. It's cool. It's probably strong. It's probably still on the stronger end. Okay, we now have Acquire-Eyes. What is this, a moat? It looks like a moat for the TARDIS. It is a 4-mana 3/3 human. Tap. Target land becomes an island. I can get behind that. I love it. Doctor's Companion. Enchanted creature enters the battlefield. Note a people the Helni stand against the same land cards. So apparently the reminder text is identical to flavor text now. I believe that is making up the rules big time there. Yeah, it's not even a basic. Well, no, you can turn into an island. There are a lot of cards that turn things. It would be a non-basic island. So just because it's an island doesn't always mean that it has to be basic. If you make a basic plains an island, it is a basic island. If you make a non-basic, like a Gaia's Cradle, a non-basic land an island, it is a non-basic island. Believe it or not, that is within the rules. That's how it works. Would you splash white for this, Nikachu? It'd have to be a heavy splash because like it's a double white. I'd honestly say no. There's also Merfolk, actually, for 1 mana that turns lands into islands. I don't even play them. What does that mechanic actually do again? Doctor's Companion? If you have another Doctor, this can be played with it in the same deck or something like that. Like, this also can be a commander with that card. This card's not even legendary to use Doctor's Companion. The human's too tall. Should be a giant human giant. Look how big it is compared to the TARDIS. Gotta scrunch up in that TARDIS. Went back in time where he's so much taller than everyone else. Okay. Wait a minute. It's not in addition to its other types. That's right. Yeah, and it's forever. That's correct. You got that correct. It's exactly how it works. It's like land destruction. 1 at a time. Okay, I like it. The Wedding Chamber. That sounds... The Wedding Chamber. I guess this is where you are forced to get wed. Oh, it's a bed! What is going on here with a giant robot cat over there? I don't know if there's going to be any magic happening in this bedroom. Oh, it is the cat itself. Okay, Menace. Coven. X. Tap. Sacrifice Wedding Chamber. Put X +1/+1 counters on target creature, where X is your devotion to green. Wedding Chamber deals 5 damage to that permanent's controller. I don't know what this card does. It sounds like a torture chamber in disguise. I thought we all had that cat. William sort of implying that their cat looks like that. I thought everyone's cat looked like that. It might be a kindred artifact thing. 4 mana, deal 5 damage to a player. I don't even know if it does. Sacrifice it. Put X +1/+1 counters on target creature, where X is your devotion to green. Deals 5 damage to that. Oh, I see. Okay, so If we put the counters on our creature, we blast ourselves in the face for 5. But if we put the counters on our opponent's creature, we blast them for 5. Interesting. Oh yeah, the first X is pointless. Is that on the bingo card though? Nope. This is hard. This is the bingo card on hard mode. Super hard mode. Super hard mode. Yeah, weird lava axe. And you do have to sacrifice it. But it's cheaper. It's 4 mana. It's kind of fine. Collymorph says terrible, but gets us to 5 life faster for the low HP win card. Oh yeah, that's true. If you really need to get your life total low. It works. Sort of. Okay, we got Rakan not Tuatic Hellkite. A 3 mana 3/2 fish. Sacrifice Rakanot Tuek Hellkite. Add 1 mana of any color. You've got to be kidding me. I paid 3 mana to get 1 mana out of this. 0 mana, discard a card, draw a card. Oh, we have another card that goes through your entire deck. Holy broken. It is literally it's like mind over matter and a zombie on the same card. Just in one. Yeah, it's the 1 card infinite. Oh, do we have 1 card infinite? 1 card infinite combo. And it's broken. There's all 1 card infinites. So it's a horrible mana filter. Hey, I'll tell you what you can do with that mana. You can sack it for blue to get your Thassa's Oracle, okay? And then when you get your Thassa's Oracle in play, you win the game. Yeah, this basically wins on its own. It's very funny. It's a combo enabler, plus it helps pay for your other combo cards, your combo finisher. It's not infinite. You run out of cards. Oh, what are you being a party pooper, Alexander? The whole point is we're going to win the game before that happens. We're going to win the game, Alexander. So you go through the whole deck and then sack it to get 1 mana back. Absolutely. Absolutely. What was their flavor text? Maytang the boiling party. Apocalypsar wandering the same battle. No time you travel me. I pay 0 mana and now I pay 0 mana. No, you do have to discard a card. Don't forget about that. You do have to discard a card. It's part of the cost. You discard nothing, you draw nothing. Draw your whole deck, sack for blue, play Laboratory Maniac. Yeah, that works. That works too, absolutely. Jack Solaris, thanks so much for your super chat. Rocco Cabaretti Caterer and Woodland Bellower search for creatures and put them onto the battlefield. Rocco looks for a mana value X or less, and Bellower looks for a mana value 3 or less. Oh, interesting. Are you trying to say, are you trying to break that card that put the creature with 2 mana or less into play? Search for creatures and put... Oh, I see. Oh, you're telling me there are other cards that search for creatures and put them onto the battlefield. But I think it's... Let's see. Hold on. Let's quickly divert. Search for Rocco, just out of curiosity. Rocco Cabaretti Cater. When it enters, if you cast it, you may search your library for a creature card with mana value X or less, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. So the X that you still have to look for X. So if you pay 4 mana, you only get 1 mana worth of cards. So that's way more fair than spending 3 mana and getting a 2 mana card worth of cards. All right, what are we gonna say about this card? Broken. Get it out of here! To the rank with this damn thing. Okay, we got Pearl the Step. 4 mana aura. So if a source an opponent controls would deal damage to an opponent or planeswalker, prevent all combat damage to be dealt this turn. Huh? Format. If a source an opponent controls would deal damage to an opponent or a planeswalker, it's like if it would prevent all combat damage, so just nobody can deal damage. It's just a pillow fight here. All your punches bounce back. Yeah, it's an aura artifact. I don't even. Yeah, so it's an artifact. So I guess it's like an enchantment that you can put on your creature. It's terrible, but I think it works. I think it turns the game into a pillow fort game. If a source an opponent controls... Oh! That's pretty strong. Very, very strong. Bingo for the creature search. It's the name as the real card. Huh? I'm not familiar with that. Which bingo are you saying? Real players. I don't know which bingo you're talking about. Toad, sorry about that. They can deal damage to creatures, but as soon as they hurt an opponent or planeswalker, all damage is canceled. Very interesting. And it only counts for the opponents, doesn't count for you. And remember, this is an aura, so you have to put on a creature, which means it's very easy to answer, because all you have to do is blow up the creature, and then they lose the aura. And once they lose the aura, they lose everything. But wait, says Ku, but it only prevents the damage if an opponent attacks an opponent. It doesn't help if they punch your face. If a source an opponent controls would deal damage. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Where is this card? What is this card doing? God, please, no. So it incentivizes everyone to attack you. This is terrible. This is awful. We'll be dead. Yeah, opponents can damage it. They actually now have no incentive to attack anybody except you. Oh, so hold on. If a source an opponent controls would deal damage to an opponent... I was thinking, can we... No, it doesn't work if we put this on someone else's creature. Yeah, turns into Arch Enemy 3 versus 1. 3 versus 1. Are you ready up for the battle? I'm ready. All right, well, doable card. Terrible, though. You'd never want to play this thing. Unlikely Sliver. You're right. You're a human wizard. You are a very unlikely Sliver. 3 mana 4/4 with Menace and Indestructible. Unlikely Sliver gets +1/+1 for each land your opponents control. Wow, that's correct. That is absolutely bonkers. 4 mana, tap, sacrifice another non-token creature, add 1 mana of any color. Sacrifice another non-token creature, add 1 mana of any color. Oh, okay. I was like, what is it? I am literally spending 4 mana to get 1 mana. It's terrible. Okay, Threshold. So when we have 7 cards in our graveyard, as long as 7 or more cards are in your graveyard, Unlikely Sliver has, whenever you cast a colorless spell, and 1 or more spells you've cast this turn, Unlikely Sliver gains, whenever an opponent casts a spell, it connives. That's so weird. So, if I cast a colorless spell, this Unlikely Sliver gains whenever an opponent casts a spell, it connives. Oh, I guess Unlikely Sliver connives. That's what happens. So I can cast a spell, and then after I cast a spell, if you cast a spell, I get to connive. Well, that is so bizarre. You have to think about it. It goes in layers. Yeah, double gains. It gains this ability. Then when the opponent casts a spell, it gains this ability. It's such an Unlikely Sliver that he is a human. AI gave up halfway, then tried finishing it off. It works. It works. I think it works in the end. I don't have any problem with this. But it's okay. Let's be serious. This is absolute nonsense. It gets +1/+1 for each land your opponents control. It's already a 3/3 menacing indestructible creature. It's a 4/4 at the very least. And on average, let's say everyone has 4 lands in play. This is like a +16. It's attacking for 20. Yeah, way too undercosted. This should be at least 12. I don't know, 8 mana. So you gain the ability multiple times. That's right. It can stack. I like spending 4 mana and sacrificing a creature to get 1 mana. Hey, we need to filter. It's 1 mana of any color. Any color at all costs. Just take the first, second, and third lines. The rest is trivial. Doesn't the lightning bolt OP for that OP? Wow, there's a lot of broken cards today. Okay, we're gonna look at extra cards today. Our first extra card comes from Banovsky. We're gonna look at the Bother Off, featuring Winnie the Pooh. 5 mana enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, exile target permanent card from an opponent's graveyard. Exile Bother Off. That. What kind of exchange was that? That's like the crappiest graveyard hate of all time. I just exchanged 5 mana for 1 card. It's Winnie the Pooh. Winnie's looking for garbage. And when Winnie finds that garbage, just heads on out, gets out of there. You're not going to take this from me. Yeah, it's like a sorcery. Except it's an enchantment. It doesn't even happen immediately. Oh, the fleshes have been reached. Straga, thank you for catching that. We gotta catch those that old stuff. The fleshes have been reached, finally. Bingo, amazing art, but bad card. You know what? I'll take that. For any fans of Winnie the Pooh. Card does absolutely stone nothing. Does nothing, and it kept its promise around there. Yeah, it can only be a permanent card. So it's like super. It's a slow 5 mana graveyard hate card that exiles its. It will bother off, and it can't even hit everything. Can't hit instants or sorceries. So like any a lot of storm cards are not going to get hit by this. You can hit reanimator targets, I guess. The War Guide Avail. Bedilly stas bood in times of axe read. We also had a donate target. Which one was that, old boy? I don't remember. I think we need a judge for the last card. You know, honestly, we need a judge for almost all these cards. Oh, sorry. Sorry. This passes. It's not good. I personally wouldn't play it in any of my decks, but it's not wrong. Okay, and next we got Hood Jitsu. We're gonna look at another card. Ooh, it's Tireling of Golden Guard. This is Jaya. A 1 loyalty? That's so low. +1. The next spell you cast this turn costs 1 less to cast. -3. Gain control of target artifact or creature until end of turn. Untap it. It gains haste until end of turn. -5. You get an emblem with creatures you control. Get +1/+0 and have Embark. I don't even know what Embark is, but it sounds like a real mechanic. This next spell you cast costs 1 less to cast. So it's like, it's sort of like a Goblin Electromancer, but it's any spell, actually. So that's neat. You get to gain control of target artifact or creature until end of turn. That seems like a really heavy cost. I gotta go +1/+1, and I gotta cash in the whole thing for 3. It sounds terrible. I don't know. What does anyone know what an Embark is? So what? I don't know. Maybe Embark is nothing. Crap ultimate. Oh yeah, we can put that. Seems like a pretty garbage ultimate in my opinion. I don't even know what Embark is, but it sounds terrible. What the F is Embark? Vehicle crew, but only for ships? Maybe. Okay, well, I guess it has a pass. Yeah, it dies to just dies. Chances that we end up killing it by accident, pretty good. Okay, Elixir, thanks for your super chat. We'll look at Opal Free Cryode Priest. This is a 3 mana 2/5 Eldrazi drone with Reinforce X. For 2 mana, discard this card, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Is that a real mechanic? Is that a real mechanic? Or did the AI make that up? Because that is actually it sounds incredibly real. Whenever you tap an untap creature you control, you may have target opponent lose 1 life. You may sacrifice a permanent if it's a legendary creature or vehicle defending player controls. So you have the option to sacrifice a creature for no reason. Why is X here? Oh yes, because the useless X. It's that X is just there for decoration. Reinforce is real? Okay. Yeah, sounds legit because it ends up actually being legit. People are still asking, what's Embark? It sounds real, right? But it's not a mechanic. I guess it's just not a Magic the Gathering mechanic. Sacrifice opponent's legendaries? No, you may sacrifice a permanent. You can't sacrifice your opponent's creatures. You're only allowed to sacrifice your own stuff. So it's funny. You can tap an untap creature you control to have someone lose a life, which, by the way, I think is a very strong ability. That's very, very strong. But in addition to that, it gives you the useless option to sack your own permanents. Maybe not so useless if you need to sack something. And then if it was a legendary creature or vehicle, defending player controlled. What? Oh, you may sacrifice a permanent if it's a legendary creature or vehicle defending player controlled. Well, that doesn't make any sense. I don't think we're not allowed to sacrifice our opponent's stuff. Okay, you may sacrifice a permanent if it's a legendary, or I guess we are, if it specifically says so. So we can make our opponent sack their legendary creatures or vehicles. Can't sacrifice something they control. Also pink for one every time you untap for each creature. No, it's not untap. It's whenever you tap. So whenever you tap an untapped creature you control. So like even attacking will trigger this. You could be the defending player. Oh my god. Sir Fireman Bob with the big brain. Maybe I'm the one trying to defend myself. Okay, no, but seriously, I don't think this card works. I agree with the rules. The rules don't say that you may not sacrifice your opponent's permanents. All right, Jack, with this giant super chat, we'll look at 2 cards with this thing. Thank you so much for that super chat. And the first one, we have Salvage Resistance. This is a 2-mana enchantment. It's a colorless enchantment that is very unique. Usually colorless enchantments are artifacts. At the beginning of each combat, double tap 2 triggers. Huh? At the beginning of each combat, double tap 2 triggers. That doesn't work. That doesn't make any sense. Someone make it make sense. Somebody. My kingdom to make this thing make any sense. Double tap 2. I understand you could double 2 triggers. You can't double tap them, though. Triggers don't tap. Our triggers tap now, I guess. They go on the stack visually on Arena, and then you can tap it. This is nothing. It does nothing. Do we have a do nothing on the bingo card? One word of text, flavor text, same name as a real card. Forgot to shuffle. Has the flips. Nope, we got nothing here. Gave up halfway? It just started. It gave up in the beginning. It means that up to 2 combat triggers can trigger twice. Okay, SFAX has an interpretation. Double tap 2 triggers. It doesn't explain the tap part very well. Judge! What'd it do? What does this? It's giving us... I'll tell you what it's doing. It's giving us the mind fudge. It's mind fudging us up, and it's doing it incredibly well. No. I don't like it. I think we're getting bingo this stream for sure. Well, we have one more card left. Okay, it's Memory. You better have a good one. It's a 9-mana aura. Find the Runes of Question. It almost sounds deep, finding the runes. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. But the real question is, can you find the Runes of Question? Bingo alert, Judge, for that last card. Oh, that's right. Oh, we got it. How about this card? Probably there's like, we need a judge for like every single card. Useless and horrible rap. This, Trent Sim says, this sounds like a setup for our RIL treasure hunt or something. Oh yeah. It's a treasure hunt. We gotta find the thing. Weakness, leave nothing, augment. Every Zampdar's harness our flame. Man, that's heavy, bro. Yeah, this bingo absurd mana cost. Oh, 9 mana for this. Oh, 9 mana to, yeah, 9 mana for 1 card. Yeah, we could get that. Where's our absurd mana cost? Absurd mana cost. Or we're making room in some directions, but just no bingos here. Rune is a real aura type too. Cool. Find the Runes of Question then. Mox at home. Oh, this is very far from Mox at home. This is Mox nowhere. Runes are real cards. This is a Rune Tutor. Is there a real memory card in MTG? Ooh, good question, actually. Is there a card called... There is! Wait, it's commit/memory. That's pretty close. Yeah, that's gonna be it. So is that a real card? Oops. Where am I? I'm lost. I'm falling and I can't get up. There we go. Same name as a real card. It is. Good catch. I guess it sounded generic enough to be the case. Real card in name only, really? Yep. Well, I didn't realize the stream was almost over. Just woke up and saw it going. Gotta wake up earlier. Or EJ, gotta wake up earlier. Maybe the real runes of question were the friends we made along the way. I love that, Lorenzo. I love it. That is incredibly poetic. Okay, and with that, that's going to be our show for today. We didn't do too bad on the bingo card. For the super, super hard bingo card. We haven't made a bingo. Did we make a bingo on this card yet? I don't think so. We're on our way, though. We're going to do it one day. I swear. It's only a matter of time. As usual, my coffee crew, we do this 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks so much for being here and sharing this AI stream with me. And of course, thanks to everyone who supports the show financially. If you're a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, or you super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat so other people are part of the show. And of course, thank you so much, my coffee crew, for being here today. People like Thema, we got Thema, Little Dead Fly, Tom Squires, we got Straga, Bell, Bob Talks Magic, Draconic, Benjamin Berkeley, Teamer, Z Fox, Male, Trent Sims, Steve Cooper, Dedam Draws, Old Boy King, Lorezio, Jess, S Fax, Ave, because you are the crew that makes the show what it is every single day. So as usual, my coffee crew, keep brewing them coffees, and we will keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cup.